Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am coming at you with another book review, and this one is called The Vicar's Daughter. It is by Josie S. Kilpack, and this is another proper romance book. I have been really enjoying my romance novels lately, mostly because it's just one more thing that I can just kind of get lost in, and deeper, denser, more thought material really isn't what I am reading right now, just because I have so much going on in my life. So I just kind of like these like sappy love romances. But this book is about a young girl named Cassie, who is the daughter of a vicar. For those of you who don't know what a vicar is, it is a clergyman of the church. He's the pastor. And again, this is back in like the proper England, the big fancy dresses, the Victorian era kind of. That is the era that this book is staged around. And so what it is too is it's when people would have their, they'd be presented to society. And so what it is Cassie is one of the youngest kids in the vicar's family. And so all of her older sisters have been presented into society, and Lenora, the sister that is just older than her, is essentially, she says, is holding her fate, her destiny, because Cassie can't be presented out into society until Lenora does. Because with more humble families, it was common that even though they reached a certain age, the youngest daughter didn't get presented until the oldest was married or engaged. And so Cassie feels as though Lenora is holding her fate and holding her back, and Lenora is just socially awkward. She loves to play the pianoforte, but she can't engage in conversation. She can't be, not, I don't want to say normal, but she can't secure herself a husband in this day and age. She's too nervous, too shy. She has anxiety really, really bad. And so, and back then, I mean, there wasn't any cure for anxiety, I don't think. There wasn't a magic pill. People didn't really talk about it. And so Cassie is, her full name is Cassandra, is under the impression that her sister is holding her fate. And so she decides that she's going to help her sister. And she is going to do whatever she can to get her sister married and off the market so that she can be presented into society and she can get married. And she ends up helping Lenora go to a dance one night, and then Lenora gets home and she goes and talks to her about the dance, and Lenora spoke to one gentleman the whole time they were there. She spoke to one gentleman, and so Cassie takes that. She's never met this gentleman. She's never seen this man, but she takes that and decides to take Lenora's fate into her own hands. She gives Lenora advice. Lenora declines it, and so she's like, fine. Then I am going to show you how this is supposed to be done, because you are too shy and too anxious to do it yourself. I will take it upon myself to get you married. She ends up writing these letters to a man named Evan Glenside, and she's never met him, never seen him, doesn't really know who he is. As the story progresses, she gets introduced to him, and he's very handsome and good looking, and he's just recently become the heir of a large estate in their area. And she starts to wonder if she is writing the letters back to Evan for Lenora and in Lenora's behalf, or if it's for herself. And it takes some shocking turns of events, and things happen that you just are not expecting. You're kind of blindsided by them, and I love it. It is a good read, a good book, and it is something that if you haven't picked up yet, I would definitely check it out. But I go to Deseret Book, Barnes & Nobles, or the library is the best way to find a book. Or you can even get used books on a website called Thrift Books, which I'll leave linked in the description box. And I'll start leaving that website linked just in case you want to peruse that anyways. But you can get used books off of there that I have gotten. Actually, the book called The Plainsman that I reviewed a few back, which I'll also leave linked in the description box, I got off of there, and it is in very good condition. There's nothing wrong with it. The only bummer about getting a used book is it doesn't smell new. I don't know if you guys ever smell your books, but you can smell like the fresh pages, the new crisp cleanness of them all. But that's the only bummer about a used book. But if you get them in like the really good condition, don't ever get one in that's in poor condition. The lowest I will ever go is good when I get a used book, and they are awesome. But if you guys want to check this book out, I highly suggest it. Again, it is called The Vicar's Daughter, and it's by Josie S. Kilpack, and it is a proper romance novel. And you guys, 5 stars. love this book all around. If you guys want to keep up with me on what I'm reading, you can also find me on Goodreads, which I'll also link in the description box below. And don't forget to follow me on all my other social media sites. I have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. There's this new thing called Vero out, and I'm not doing it. I've done some research, and it seems a little sketchy. Things like you're gonna have to pay for your spot that you have, and different things like that. It's crashing anyways and not really working. I'm staying on Instagram. I know the timeline sucks. I know that people are upset with it, but I figure you guys will see my stories. I'll try and post more stories more often, and I'll keep posting my to my page as well. But that way you guys can just find me there and not have to get another social media app. Again, I'm sticking with Instagram. But thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, be polished, wear polish, and a little superstition never hurt. We'll catch you guys later. Bye!